Fishing sinkers or weights come in all kinds of weird shapes and sizes, and it will benefit you to have a few different types around for different purposes. Let's take a look at 9 different types of sinkers and what they're used for. Drop shot weights are specifically designed for use with a drop shot rig. This is a type of finesse technique used for finicky bass, panfish, and sometimes walleyes. The drop shot sinker sits underneath the hook, so when the weight is touching the bottom, the hook can be kept at a predetermined distance from the bottom. Drop shot weights have a small clip on the top to allow you to easily clip it to your line and adjust the distance between the hook and the sinker. The long, skinny design of drop shot sinker tends to get snagged less compared to the round designs. Casting sinkers are teardrop shaped and have a line tie coming out the top. These are used for slip sinker rigs and also for drop shot rigs where more weight is needed than a typical drop shot sinker, like in fast current. They can also be used in basic bottom fishing rigs, and some casting weights have a clip on them that allows you to quickly add more weight to an existing rig. Split shot sinkers are pretty small and can be used to add weight to a rig that's already tied up, since they just clamp onto your line anywhere you want. These sinkers are often used under a bobber, under an ice fishing tip-up, or with small bottom fishing rigs where there isn't a lot of current. Most split shots are removable too. You just squeeze the little wings here to open it back up and remove it from your line. Bullet weights or worm weights are a type of inline sinker used especially with Texas rigged worms and other soft plastics. You typically want a bead in front of the sinker so it doesn't damage your knot too much, but otherwise the sinker is free to slide up and down your line. You can also peg your sinker with a rubber stopper, which blocks the sinker from moving up your line. It's good to peg the sinker when fishing in heavy cover because it keeps your whole rig sinking together. An egg sinker also has a hole through the center, and it's used in slip sinker rigs. The egg shape is good at bouncing off of rocks without getting stuck. It's considered a mobile sinker because it tends to roll around in the current or surf, and you might choose this sinker if you want your bait to slowly move downstream. The coin sinker or disc sinker is flat and about the size of a coin. You can toss these in current and they won't roll downstream like some other styles of sinkers because they're flat and the current can flow right over them. They can still get dragged around a bit though if the current or surf pulls hard enough on the line. These have a wire eye sticking out of them so you can attach them to a sinker slide or tie them directly on your line. A similar style is the no-roll sinker, and this is another style of inline sinker where the line actually passes right through the sinker. No-roll sinkers are used for catfishing and fast current because they lay flat on the bottom and resist getting picked up by the current. Nail weights are sometimes called Niko weights or Niko weights. These are sharp, nail-shaped weights that you insert directly into a soft plastic bait to make it heavier. In a Niko rig, one end of the bait is weighted so it looks like a distracted face-down bait fish moving along the bottom. Niko rigs are used a lot for finesse bass fishing and can be used with weedless hooks around vegetation. Bank sinkers are used in a lot of different setups. Small bank sinkers are used with drop shot rigs or bottom bouncing rigs, or they can be launched a long way from the bank. The large opening at the top can be attached to a sinker slide clip and can be easily changed out for a bigger or smaller sinker. It's best to use as little weight as you can to accomplish your goal. Sometimes you want to keep your bait in one place, and sometimes you might want it to slowly drift downstream for the most natural appearance. If you're after catfish, it's best to keep your bait in one place so that the fish can follow a scent trail in the water back to your bait. Too much weight might spook a fish when you cast it. More weight is also more likely to be felt by a fish, and it's also more hardware to lose if you get snagged and have to break your line. This is more garbage left in the water and more expense for you. Good luck and thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.